Whoa!
Boy, that scared me.
I got one of you.
Well, it scared me because I was watching that and didn't see you click. So that was pretty impressive.
That's
It was gonna scare me because I thought you were gonna try to spill my drink.
I can try.
Actually,
Want me to?
I dare you.
Watch this.
Oh, yo, I was gonna do one of those things that if you actually did try.
Oh, good call. That would have been loud.
That would have been whack. Yep.
Loud and whack, yeah.
Crazy.
I was gonna do one of those things where if you actually went to go spill, I'd be like, oops, and just like spill on your sofa.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's rude. How'd
Do you think it'd be hard to clean this?
I don't know.
Do these come off?
It'd be Emma's job.
We have
Good
enough
call.
upholstery.
Some of them come
We'll
off.
be fine.
Like an upholstery, like one of those like vacuum bad boys, like the oh. Do you use it for your car as well?
No.
I haven't yet.
Do you guys have a separate one for your car?
Emma
So many
Yeah, this guy's
doesn't
like...
use anything for her car.
Why is there such a big gap in your resume?
Yeah. Yeah.
I honestly
Good
don't clean my car that often, but I don't have a lot in it to make it dirty.
That's fine. That's okay. Both of those things are fine. One, you don't have a lot of things in there to make it dirty. Two, you don't clean it that often. Emma has lots of things in there to make it dirty and never cleans.
It's the
So-
winter. What do you want from me? I'll clean it in the spring.
Yo,
I do hibernate on cleaning during the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, well, it makes
Yeah,
sense
you know,
because
of
then
course.
if you go and clean it,
course.
and then you drag snow and salt and ice and slush and all that good stuff, then
So-
you're wasting-
Hitchhikers and all these people just get in there.
Matt came in today, minutes before you guys, and he was like, "Oh shit, man, I need to get more ice." And I was like, "Oh, you need ice? Like, I'll grab some ice in the fridge for you." He's like, "No, I need ice at home." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "For the driveway. I gotta get some ice for my driveway." And I was like, "Salt?" And he was like, "Oh." And I was like, "This guy's out there
Yeah,
hosing
and
his
I
fucking
literally
driveway."
like
in the
looked at
winter.
his salt things. I was like, yeah, I need more
He's
ice.
looking at me like I'm the idiot. He's like, "I need ice for my
He
driveway."
actually just gets trays of ice
So-
and he like cracks him. He's like,
There we go.
Yo, but it's got salt in it, so they don't actually even freeze in the
They don't
Would that,
freeze in
would
the
that,
freeze.
would that happen?
And then I just throw like salt water.
What he actually thought was
Wow.
because you have the ice cubes to offset the flat surface of the ice, so it's like nice and grippy.
Yeah.
Because like it's like staggered,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then
yeah.
he uses it like as steps like down his driveway to his car. He's like,
No, I actually just stand on
That
them and
probably
glide.
works.
Stand on
That
them and glide.
probably works though, because like like if the ice is like a little wet, it'll like stick to the ice. So it'll, like
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
be like a rigid surface. You'd probably be
You're
able to
on
drive
the
do you blowtorch it before you throw the ice cubes on? So like a nice.
it.
Yeah, and it actually melts some of the plastic tray into the ice too. So it's
Oh, you
perfect.
just throw the tray on your driveway. You don't even you just right frisbee it right
Yeah,
up
yeah.
from the fridge.
That's why actually he's banned from making drinks at his mom's house because he grabbing some ice. He's like,
The tray's gone. Every
Gone.
time I go, they
Every
lose
time.
their trays.
Why are we buying so many ice trays? Damn.
Yeah, I had a very interesting cultural lesson today from one of my colleagues who came from South Africa and lives in Canada. So he was talking about a shebeen. When you hear that, what do you think a shebeen is? I want to hear your
I
guy.
figured
a shabeen? A shabeen.
the first thing that came to my mind was a bean wearing a beanie. Now I know that's not what it is, but you asked me what I thought of, and that's what it is.
That's just a female Mexican. Right?
You're right, and they're not from South Africa, so that's on.
They
That's
could
on me.
be. They could be.
How's she Mexican then?
Because maybe she was born in Mexico and now lives in South Africa.
Shit, the world is crazy, man.
Can't believe this transportation.
Wow.
That's why I'm so grateful for transportation. all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. No, I'm with you.
It gets
Without
everywhere.
transportation, Mexicans could only be from Mexico.
Only Mexicans though. Everyone else will get there. Everyone else will get there.
Exactly.
Well, Mexicans. Sorry.
Yeah, a shabeen is a glove. I've made it very clear in my head. Like I've tried to the first thing I thought was a single glove, not even a pair of gloves. A single glove.
Adjust this a wee bit.
Um,
I did this.
Okay.
so I pictured a single glove first, and I tried to change it to something else, and I pictured a camel, and then I went back to a glove.
Okay.
So
what's a shabeen?
Okay, get ready for this. A
Two
shebeen is
gloves.
basically when someone has like a shop or like a bar, but it's attached to their house. So it'd be like if you made your garage a bar, it would be a shebeen.
The bar's the shebeen, the whole building's
No,
the
no.
shebeen.
I think the fact, just the part that's part of
business.
your house, that's like a business. Yes.
Business is
Yes.
the shebeen.
So
Okay.
he said they're very common in South Africa. What happens is people will basically convert their garage into this shebeen and then what will happen though is that like, let's say I'm underage and you're of age and you can buy alcohol. So you can legally buy it from the government to sell at your shebeen, but then he's like, well, what happens then you may sell it to like people who like underage people that live on your street that want to drink but can't drink at your or can't drink out, so they just come to your shebeen. And I was like,
You just break the law like that?
that's what I was like. Wait, so they'll legally sell it to you, and then these people just illegally sell it in their shebeen? He's like, yeah, that's kind of how it works. I was like, what?
What's the point then?
And I'm like, oh, that's super interesting, because the concept came up because we were talking about like how the LCBO works, and like I was like, only before like what 2 years ago, or a couple years ago, you couldn't buy liquor or beer anywhere outside the beer store or LCBO. Like you had to go
Take a
there.
little longer.
Now you could. Has it been a couple of years? Like
It's
5 years?
Pre-COVID.
5 years?
I swear,
Maybe,
no. Yo,
sure.
I think
Five-
when
five-
I lived in G-Town, they had
Yeah, they did.
So
100%.
4 or 5 years. I've only been there 6 years, so 4 or 5 years, or 6 years. I
I'd
guess.
say at least 6 years.
Has it been 6 years?
Because I remember like once you moved in, we'd always go to the superstore and we'd get shit there.
Grab an Ace,
Yeah.
cup of Ace, cup of Goose, cup of Chris.
Christmas?
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, get a cup of them. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
like this little dispenser.
Sick.
So I was talking like we were talking about that. So I was asking like, oh, is like alcohol purchases controlled, and like does the government control it in South Africa? So we started talking about this. Then he started talking about how some people like these are profitable enough that he's like, two neighbors could both have shebeens and they would both. And I'm like, wait, what?
There's no competition?
No, that's what he's like. Yeah, and he's like, they would both be profitable enough that they would stay open. And he's like, because what would happen is, let's say I go there and I want to get my bread or whatever, and then I don't have enough money, but because you know me, you'll be like, oh, like don't worry, like you can.
That's wild.
You can build like a tab at
tab,
the
yeah.
shebeen. But then he's like, at the end of the month, he'd be like, oh, I can't give you anymore because you still have this tab. So then they'll pay the tab and it start over. So I was like, oh, that's like super interesting. But then some people have corner stores in their houses, and those are just called corner stores.
They're not.
Why is it not?
Because the corner stores sell like more groceries, whereas the shebeen is more like think of like a bar type thing.
So are
Okay.
shebeens only like bars?
Yes, like it's not like you could get like all your groceries.
So
there.
it couldn't be any business attached to your house. It has to be a bar attached to your house to be a shebeen.
I think so. Yes.
So I did like a hair salon. It's
But
not a shebeen.
you could have both a corner store and a shebeen connected to your house.
Oh my god.
Well,
Look
then-
at these houses.
Is that corner shebeen?
Maybe, yeah, probably. But again, it's not the house that's big. Remember, it's just like literally, it's like if you just built an
Or how big is
attachment
the
to your
property?
house. You
gotta
like
be
you
decent.
could turn your garage into a shebeen.
It's a shitty bar.
I mean, he said that like he googled one. He's like, this one is like really like this one's pretty clean, and it like looked like there was nothing in it. Like it was like just like tablecloths on the tables, and that was it. I was like, oh,
Wow.
he's like this is like a
So
nice
it
one.
was like standing, like there was no seats.
There's seats. There's, like,
How many
like,
people per
this, the
shebeen?
one
You invite 7.
like think of how many tables you could set up in a garage and how many chairs. You can have probably like
Four,
two
maybe.
tables.
No, you have to have the bar as well. Yeah, maybe 2 tables.
No, you don't have to have the bar because you could store it in your house, and just go
Fuck
get it
off.
from in the house.
Oh, so it's
So it's-
literally
you
just
just
seating
need
space.
Right?
You know what? Though, it's not a
Super-
bad idea because like same thing. Like if, I'm gonna take back my words right before I say them. I was gonna say because like I would love to try some like authentic Asian food, and if they had options like that, but then I'll be like,
You're going to South Africa
I don't
for,
really know
for
what to
South
Yeah,
for
I
Asian
don't know.
Asian food.
No, but I'm just saying like in a situation.
What
like,
if they were
of
born in
cultural food.
Asia and they moved to South Africa, bro?
Dude, geography's insane.
Yeah, it
sometimes.
is.
It's funny that you had a cultural lesson this week because I had one today.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh,
Get ready
keep
for
going.
this. So here's where it gets
What?
even more
It gets
into the...
more wild?
He has said that as of recent, there would be immigrants to South Africa who will come because these like the families that have these shebeens aren't like he said they're poor. I don't know how poor.
Oh my god.
Like,
Is
especially
there a
again-
professional shebeen?
No. So I don't know how like the reference for like poor comparatively,
Sure.
you know, would
Shapoor.
be. But basically, immigrants will come to, let's say you had a house, and they would say, I will give you like bread and milk and give you rent, but I will run the shebeen and I will keep all the profit from the shebeen, but I will use your... And people are like, yeah, that's like a great deal. So like it's
Yo.
happening more often. And I was like, that's very interesting.
We should open a causing a ruckus shebeen in South Africa. We'll probably get murdered, but no.
Would it be call it like
It's
what
not
Shebeen
fun.
saying?
It should be called Shebeen There Done That.
That's really good. That's really good.
But do you think that we would end up just drinking our stock?
100%.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong?
I don't know what the
No.
I don't know what the cost is of liquor comparatively out there,
yeah,
but
yeah, don't
I
know.
was like listening the whole time. Like this is very fascinating.
That is.
That because I was like in the Philippines when I was there. seen things that I think could be similar, but I don't know if we have a different word for it. Because I'm like,
Shebeen.
is shebeens, are they only in South Africa or like are they in other parts of Africa? Like I'm not sure. And he's like, I actually don't know. He's like, I never really thought about that. And I was like, whoa, that's like
Are there like
super
kitchen shebeens where like you just go sit in someone's garage and they just bring you food from the house?
I
Restaurant
think
style?
that could be a shebeen. I don't know when it turns from like just having a garage that people come to
Yeah, people
and a
just hanging
shebeen.
out. I guess the transaction.
Yeah, I
is the
guess so.
difference.
So realistically, right now, Lee, if you were to just soup out your garage, make it a
Yeah.
sick ass bar,
Yeah.
put a sofa in there with like an Xbox or a PS5,
Yeah.
and people can pay to just sit there and game with their buddies, and you can just serve liquor. Like, how can we do that here in Canada?
No, so the thing is, the people who run the shebeens need a liquor license.
Oh wow! So it's like a proper business.
Correct. Yeah. And I was like that. But then they could illegally sell the booze.
That's the thing. I don't think they would allow us in Canada because there's like something like property law.
So here's the best
Like, you
part,
have
right?
to be in a commercial kitchen and shit like that to sell.
Have you thought about this? Who needs to know?
Yo, okay, here's the thing. What if you made, what constitutes something as a commercial kitchen? Like one you'd see on a commercial?
Yeah, if we
That
make
technically counts.
If we make a commercial of it, do we feel like we did our due diligence?
It's a commercial kitchen.
Like, can you get away with it and be like,
We do
oh,
our own ads on the podcast. Be a property champion with this kitchen. Boom, commercial kitchen. I don't think it works.
No,
like
but
that.
seriously, could you, what constitutes a commercial kitchen that you couldn't just put in your garage?
Just probably specific ventilation.
Has to be-
What if you did all of that then?
I don't know that I physically could do that in the garage.
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't- I
I've
don't know.
walked into like a restaurant, like, you know how they have those little plazas? I'm pretty sure some of them have been smaller than
yeah,
a
your
garage.
Popeye's kitchen is not bigger than your garage.
Yeah, right.
You can make a fried chicken joint right down there
That's true. Where am I sitting, people?
on my lap. I'll
This
try.
guy's gonna be on the driveway.
Yeah, why couldn't the driveway have the seating?
What do you mean? If
How am I gonna park?
use half your garage for the kitchen and the other half as like
Yeah.
bar stools.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
How, you know how Pizza Nova used to be back in
Yeah,
the day
yeah.
at the Glen Aaron spot?
Yeah.
Where there was like four little seats.
That's
Dude,
your
you can't tell
garage.
me that Pizza
Your
Nova
garage
was bigger
is
than your
definitely
garage.
That's
bigger.
true.
Yeah,
That's,
your garage is
this
bigger than
true.
Pizza Nova. That Pizza Nova was successful. It bought Quizno's location after, which your garage is bigger than as well.
Go talk to your mom. We're making a fried chicken joint.
What's it gonna be called? We should still stick with it. We should call it a shebeen.
Yeah, we should call it. It still should be there, done that.
Okay.
And all we sell is bean-based.
Ew. Bean crusted chicken. That'd be good though.
Shit chicken. Everything is shit.
Chicken. Okay.
Chicken. But the thing though is, I'm thinking now, your cultural lesson, it's actually very fascinating. I'm on board. My cultural lesson wasn't even a lesson for me. I was teaching the cultural lesson. So we'll go down the rabbit hole first. So my buddy messages a group chat. And he's
What's his name?
yeah. No, so he messages a group chat. And he's like, "Yo, if you heard your neighbors fighting, would you get involved?"
What kind of fighting are we talking here?
What kind of neighbors? Like
This
two
is good.
different neighbors or one household?
One
Oh,
household.
good question.
Yeah, one
What if they're
household.
just pounding really aggressively and I just think it's fighting, but they're just...
Yeah, maybe. He's hurting her. He's hurting her. Yeah. No, good, because we were asking these questions. We were like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on? He's like, they're screaming and yelling at each other. I could hear the girl crying. I could hear her running away from it. Do you get involved?
No.
What do
I've
you-
had intense games of Manhunt before. I know how this shit goes down.
Fuck, he's so close. Got last.
Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. So, like, you hear it from, and they're inside their house.
They're inside their house.
Do I hear it through my walls, or how am I hearing this?
Like, what, like,
The other,
can you guys act it
Like
out?
if I'm coming back
You guys
home
are-
and I
No, yeah,
or I
you
can
hear
hear it
the
out
wall.
of the window.
Let's say you can hear it on the walls. Or, yeah, let's say you can hear it through the wall.
So, like, right now, if we could hear your neighbors,
Yes.
can you guys act it out? What the situation would
No,
smell
because then they're
like?
gonna come check on us.
You bitch.
It's like, you're getting beat up in this case.
I guess.
You deserve it.
I just,
I'll leave it alone.
yeah. Would you get involved?
I would get involved if I really felt like
So
something
you
was
wouldn't
going
make an anonymous police call first?
I would probably that's probably how I would
This
get
guy's
involved.
going in there and punching people. He's probably gonna punch the girl too.
I was like, hey, keep it down over there.
Right? So I was like, yeah, maybe like I was like, yo, call the cops.
But how? You see, this is where I get torn because like how fast are police? Like, if I would feel so guilty if something like let's say one of those people died, and I called the cops, and the cops didn't get there in time. Yes, sure, they're doing their job. I did the right thing.
Okay, but if
I
you
feel like I
didn't
was
know how
slacking.
fucking crazy shit was going, you went over there and you ended up getting
Yeah,
stabbed.
yeah.
and
That
killed.
you're risking the
You
biscuit.
gonna do that?
Yeah, because they
You don't even know these.
sue them, babe.
That's
Sue
true.
them.
Yeah.
Did you see that
For the
person in
bag.
Toronto
Just for the bag?
that was self-defense in his household, and
yeah,
he
it was
like
Milton.
it was Milton. I don't know
I
facts.
don't even know if his story's true anymore.
Ontario.
Man.
Wait, none of his stories are true. There are stories.
They're still true. It's just our story.
Are our stories true if they're his?
This actually happened to me in Milton when I was living in Milton.
So I told him, yeah, call cops on me. He's like, yeah, maybe I'll call cops. He's like, does it change anything if they're my tenants? They're like, whoa! I was like, yes, this changes everything. If they're your tenants, I would go to them and be like, look, it's none of my business, but like, fucking cool it.
No, if they're my tenants. Yeah, because I don't want to lose money.
I'll get involved.
Break it up.
So, me being the asshole, I was like, yo, well, like,
Are they
is the
good
wife
tenants?
even cute? Because then you go swooping like the hero of Saber, is she even cute?
Yeah,
'Cause I know
there you
he's
go.
he's single, he's like a player and shit. I was like, yo, is she cute? And he was like, yo, man, like, I don't even know. She wears a hijab. And then I was like, bro, it's not domestic abuse, it's culture, bro. He was like, everyone was like, yo! And it's funny because there are some Muslims in the group too, and I was like, believe it. And I was like, wow.
Is that a
Everyone gives
racist
shit.
comment? I don't know because I think is that
Different
statistically
cultures, bro.
yeah statistically.
It's
So,
different culture.
but-
there was a guy.
But is it so you wouldn't step in because it's not? Let's put that situation in that case, like the whole Olympics. If you don't want me going on tandem here, but the Olympics with Qatar, a lot of people had gone and
tangent or tandem?
tangent. What did I say?
Does tandem work?
No, you
Why
and I
not?
unless
He's
we're going
he's
to
chaining it together.
unless we're going together
But it's in tandem.
is a
Are we
conversation.
all going into this new topic together? As a team?
Nah, you stay
Is
back.
a conver-
You stay
are-
back.
It doesn't have it. It's only a two-person bike.
Yeah.
Are all conversations in tandem with each other?
No.
Are all conversations you're having they're in tandem with the other person? Are they not?
Okay. I'm shook. I don't know about
This
you.
guy's starting to breathe, and I'm the one with sleep apnea.
Go on.
So the whole thing with Qatar, where
Cater.
Like the guitar, like the weapon.
It's cater.
the
Like when
Olympic-
restaurants provide food for you, it's catering.
there was
They
this
named
guy.
a country after that. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
It's like, the catering and cater is really good.
Well, they did cater to the Olympics, right? So there was this guy who wore like a pride shirt, and he got on flack for it. But he intentionally wore this shirt knowing that like it's very frowned upon in their culture, right?
Yeah.
So then a lot of people made some flack, being like, "Oh, what they're doing isn't right. Like they should totally be, doing this and doing that." And they're talking all this westernized culture, like women there have to be doing a certain thing, like aren't allowed to do a certain thing. Are you good?
He's laughing about something.
Oh,
What happened?
he said everyone was making up some flack. Not giving them flack, but making the flack.
Give him some flack.
I just imagine them like in like a cocaine room, like everyone's like naked, like rolling out some dough and shit, like
Guys making
flack.
flack.
The fuck is flack?
Oh, flack in Polish is tripe.
Far even worse.
Yeah, that's how I get so addicted.
Isn't that a group of people? They're a tripe. That's a trope.
Try.
No.
Tribe.
I was thinking trope.
Tribe.
No, I was thinking trope. Is that a thing?
Trope is a thing. I don't know if it's a group.
I'm not even sure if it's a
Trope.
word.
No, trope.
Yo, we're in tandem and tangent on so many fucking things right now.
Okay, so the whole guitar thing, like so people here were saying that, like the way that they, their culture treats women and like this whole pride thing is BS. We need to go change it. I'm like, hold on, because the first thing that I always think of is, okay, but they think your culture's wrong. What if they came to your country and said, the way you guys treat women is too respectful. We need to change that. It's like, you can't just go into someone else's culture and tell them to change it.
There has to be
we
a
can
game plan.
we can disagree, and I think morally what they do is incorrect, and I think morally what we do is right. They'll say the same thing back to us.
Yeah, and you can educate people, you can have the debates and stuff, but yeah, you don't go antagonize.
Yeah, you don't just go and say, I'm just going to try to flip us. Like, sorry. Like, it's nice and all that we feel it morally, we have to change things, but at a certain point, you can't just force your culture onto someone else.
No.
Because if someone tried to force their culture onto me, I'm like, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Skadoodle.
Yeah.
Get out of here. What's a trope?
It's a figurative or metaphorical use of a word or expression. Like smell the roses is a trope.
Ah.
Was that an example?
Yeah.
Only
Thank God,
if
because
you
I could
know
not
me
think of an
literally.
example.
If I hand you a bouquet of roses and smell the roses, that's not a trope. But if I,
I guess
say,
not. No.
Live in the now. Smell the roses. That's a trope. Interesting. Yeah, no, I think there was a case in, I want to say it was Milton. Milton's getting fucked. I think it was Milton where...
Everything in Ontario is getting screwed.
That's true, too.
TTC?
Oh, man, Windsor's pretty hype.
I don't think anyone's ever said that in their life.
Windsor's nice.
I don't.
You're probably the first person I've ever heard
Kingstown's
say
nice.
that word.
Kingstown's nice.
Sorry, huh?
Kingstown? I think it's called Kingstown.
Is that King City?
No. Is it called King City?
Maybe there is a king.
Where are you talking?
I think you
Near
can.
Windsor.
I think you can
Oh,
literally.
I don't
Yes,
know.
there is a king city near Windsor.
Is it King City?
Yeah, and I
Not
think you
Kingstown.
can kind of just say any combination of words,
Like
and
even
it's probably a town
King
or
Road.
place in Canada.
Dundas. Dundas is everywhere.
Like that ass is done. Dundas, baby.
Dundas, bro.
Yeah, sick.
True.
No, but I'm pretty sure it was Milton where some guy beat his wife. I'm not being racist. I'm just relaying the facts. Some Middle Eastern guy beat his wife with a hockey stick. Police got involved, and he was like, "Yo, but back home, like this is normal." And they're like, "Hey, you ain't fucking back home, bruh. Like not cool here."
He
Guy
technically.
killed his daughter.
Yeah,
Oh,
but is it
that's-
called? What was it called? Honor
Under
killing?
Sharia law.
I wasn't trying to get
Yeah,
that sad.
I'm like.
Yeah.
Do you
she
know
was
which country
She
you're
was
in?
a slut, so he killed her. And his argument was, I'm allowed to do that because she's my property. She's my child.
In Canada?
Well, he's bringing his culture. From
No, but I
Yes.
mean like this happened
Yes,
in Canada.
yes.
But and that's the same case. Is like you are now part of a new culture that's not acceptable, and we will all probably mutually agree that that's also unacceptable in their country.
No matter where you're on the planet.
Right.
But does he say if he says back home and he's at his house, is he incorrect?
It's a trope.
I mean, it technically is back home. It's a metaphorical at his
Yeah, it
house,
is.
but it's not
Yeah.
his home
It's
anymore.
not- no.
It's his homeland.
It's like that whole thing. Like
I wish I
There-
had a back home.
there's a like
I want to move somewhere else so I could say a back home.
how would you separate like a? Oh, this is a really bad topic.
Let's go. Let's
A
go.
whore house and a whore home. Like when does it become a whore home?
Because home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
So is it like when
Yeah.
feelings get involved?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When feelings get involved, it's a whore home. But if it's not, if it's just like business transactions, that's a whorehouse.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's fair.
Right?
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's a good take.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
We start catching feelings.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Is that a trope?
That. No, that's fact.
Yeah,
That's like- that's
living,
really-
laughing, and loving is
Like do
purely
it.
emotion.
Do it. Yeah.
That's the difference. That is the difference between a whorehouse and a whore home. Is those three things.
Is live, laugh, love, and how you act upon.
So
all
like
of
the
them.
whore house would be like, get by, giggle, enjoy.
What?
No, you can't say get by. That's two words, and you got to keep the same letter in
It's
the
hyphenated.
I hate
It's
this guy. I
hyphenated.
hate this guy.
Get, no, enjoy
hyphenated.
does not start with a G.
Oh no, but I meant the get by. The get
all
by.
gotta start with the same
I just meant
letter.
like this is like the
No,
downgrade version of a
It's
live,
no,
laugh.
you
Okay,
can
fine.
you can still do okay.
Get by, giggle, and what was the last one?
Get by.
Gratitude.
Giggity.
Ingratitude.
No,
Ingratitude.
Giggity.
Yeah, giggity.
Yeah. Get by, giggling.
No, it'd still be live, laugh, love. It's just that the way that
No.
you would live is you live your best life. The way you would laugh is
No, but you're not living.
Oh, see, it's
You're
all
not
bad
living. You're getting
examples.
by.
no because
You're
you're
surviving. Survive.
serpent stigma.
Survive serpent stigmas. That's
Yeah.
pretty intense, bro.
I
Thanks.
don't want to go to that whorehouse.
Trope, tripe, trip.
Travago.
There you go.
Now we're right. Now we're talking.
I knew I was missing something.
Oh man. Okay, so Emma brought this up to me literally before you guys came.
I didn't even come yet.
Let's get to work. So, who cares about the real story? Let's just bring it right to a hypothetical. You're with your partner for, let's start with as long as you are now. I'll use you as a specific example because you're right here. 2 years just passed.
That's right.
Christina's never told you anything. And I say,
Like anything about what?
she's never said a word. She's just never spoken. It's 2 years.
He would
And
be
we lost
thankful
it?
for that.
That's why we lasted for 2
Bro,
years.
I'd be so jealous, man. I'm like, bro, can you find me another mute? Or find me another defect? Like,
I
that's
call them the
fantastic.
shebeens.
The shebeens. That's it. No, and then she's never said a word of this to you, and then I come to you one day and I'm like, yo, Lucas, man, I think you should know I was trying to give Christine the opportunity, but like, we've slept together before you were dating.
Okay.
How do you feel? What happens?
That would be so funny. I told you that I ran into this exact situation.
No. What?
Like almost identical. Sorry, they didn't sleep together, but my ex with my good friend
Oh, right.
Michael Brown.
That's right.
That they had met at a
Yeah,
bar,
yeah.
swapped numbers, and then she ghosted him.
Right.
And then when I met with her, so it was so funny because
Wait, did they go to Pound Town or no?
no.
Oh, okay, no.
I wish that would be so funny.
They
But
went, they went to the Diddle District.
Nice.
nice,
Yeah.
I like that one. So yeah, whenever I would be hanging out with my ex and my group of friends that involved the other friend would message
You already
me.
said his
Yeah,
name.
you
And
already
Michael would message.
Gotcha.
You even said his last name. Like,
I
you
know,
just
right?
I know.
Give him his
It's-
address.
it's-
Give him his
it's-
address. It's
it's-
so generic,
It's
though.
it's because that's what
It's probably
it's,
a million.
it's what we call him because his name's so generic that you always say this. So just
So you say the other generic
so,
part.
and his SIN number.
Yeah.
Wait. That only happens though if there's more than one mic in a group.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, I was gonna say. Imagine there wasn't. It's just like it's
Actually,
Michael.
it's because we have 15 Browns, so we call him the Michael.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just keep
Brown's like their last name?
Yes.
Brown
No.
Yeah, it's just brown people.
Got myself canceled. No. So
You get canceled for hanging out with brown people? Bro, that's backwards, man.
nowadays,
You get canceled for
nowadays, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fucked.
So whenever Michael would message us being like, "Yo, are you guys available?" and I wasn't, I would be like, "Sorry, man, I'm with your girl."
Oh,
I
fucking
do that every
crushed.
time.
Fucking crushed.
Yeah, you ruined him.
No, but like,
I thought it was more like a. I don't think it was meant to be a diss. Like when I would say that, I'd be like,
how is that not a diss?
"Say I'm with your girl." It's like a diss to me, being like, "Oh, like I get you went easy." Because I used to joke around with and be like, "Yo, thanks for sparing my girl, like not having to." Because I know you're all
Oh,
charming
I
and stuff. Like,
see.
thank you for
I don't
allowing me to date my
No,
girl.
I
I
would
don't think it
interpret
comes
that it's
across
like-
that way.
No, but sorry. I guess without context, like I had that
Like
conversation.
the girl
with
you
before.
were striving for, like, mine now. I'm with your girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You basically were a rapper, I think,
that worked.
when you said
You have
that.
girls?
Oh, you know that's how rappers talk. Oh, that's my bitch now. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
say
no.
stuff like that.
I just mean like, did you have
What?
girls?
That is
Did you have
true.
girls when
Is
you
that
said
not
that?
true?
I've never heard Cardi
Mr.
B say
Steal
that.
Your girl.
Yeah. There you go. Was that your name then?
Who?
Is that your name now?
Who? Wait.
Who are you?
Who is Mr. Steal Your Girl again?
Trey Songz.
You.
Oh yes,
you
that's
are.
right. That's right.
Yeah. I thought,
AKA
are
Bukash.
you not?
Okay,
Yeah, but
sorry.
in that situation, I wouldn't bug me.
Nothing.
much.
Nothing changes.
I don't think it would change much.
Like, hey, like we were at it was before you're dating. We were at a bar, one night stand.
I think the only thing that would change is that if your guys' dynamic was that, like, let's say this was a real situation that like you guys spent a lot of time together separate from everyone else, then I'd be like, like let's say at parties it would just happen that you two would disappear off to have conversations. And I'd be like, nah, it's getting a little weird.
Yeah.
But even then, I wouldn't still like if you guys just happen that let's say you guys are both drinking, just you guys are both philosophical
excuse
people
me,
who just
sorry,
get into
guys.
those conversations. I wouldn't really put a lot
But
of
still,
thought
there's really
into
no
it.
need to pull that into a separate, private environment. Like have those conversations in front of everybody.
But as an example, let's say hypothetically you both are the only people in the party who smoke. So you guys both go
Okay,
smoking and have a
okay, yeah,
conversation.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, well, yeah, because you guys both
So
have
yeah,
smoking.
there are.
So if you guys were both smoking like cigarettes, then outside talking, then I'll be like, I don't care because no one else is obviously joining you for a reason. They don't smoke cigarettes.
So there would be no. Sorry, what's your take before I move on?
Would it depend on who it was? Like if it was me or Lee, would it be different?
One's funny, one's scary. I can't decide which is which.
Well, I was gonna say which.
I was like,
I
both of
don't-
them are kind of funny.
I don't know.
What if we
Again,
both did?
I don't think like. I think how the interactions would be, like what Luke said, like how they are presently. I think would play more of a factor. Like, I like to think.
Okay, so does it change if the length of your relationship was shorter? Let's say you weren't together 2 years. Let's say this is 3 months in. This is the first time Christina's meeting me.
Right.
2-3 weeks goes by, and I come and tell you like, hey man, like, nice meeting your girl, but like, just so you know, like, I hooked up with her like a year ago.
It'd all be in context. Like if I went to be like, okay, how did it end? And it
It
ended
was
that-
one night stand. We're at a club. I was, killing the dance floor. I had these fucking sweet moves, and she was like, "Damn, this
I
guy's
would
fucking
almost.
sick."
It'd be weird. I'd almost ask for details. Like I'd almost.
Really?
I'd almost be like how was it good? Like,
Was it freaky?
any
Was it-
pointers?
Yeah.
No. I
Correct my form.
I think
correct my.
it would have to be really like almost like we only had one date for me to really make a difference. I think honestly, if I've already invested enough time where I'm like, I like this person, I usually don't let those kind of things change. Like even like let's say if I were to meet Christina and she's like, right now, like, you know what, Lucas, like, I and this is obviously not true, is that she's like, you know, I've been with like 100+ guys.
What?
I like how you have to turn to the camera and say it's not true.
I'm helping you out.
Yeah.
I could have just been like,
I just,
and because Christina is who she is, you know, like,
It's a whore home though, so it's okay.
yeah,
It's where the heart
It
is.
is, yeah.
It's where the heart is.
Yeah. Live, or what was it?
live that love.
Penguin
Serp-
pussy.
serp- Serpent?
Wow.
Serpent stigma?
There's 3 G's.
I would be like, you've fucked my friends? That makes 2 of us.
Hey, we're Eskimo bros.
Yeah.
Is it true? Is Lee really
So
that small?
So what did you think of Lucas's butthole? Me?
French kiss.
Mwah! Okay, now, does the fact, well, I can't say fact, the fact of the hypothetical that Christina never told you, but I did, play a role?
It's funny because I didn't even think about that.
That's classic. I really was like,
No,
I don't care. I would just want to know. I don't really care who told me.
Really?
I would understand why they would be extremely nervous, but I understand why you as my friends would be more comfortable telling me.
Okay, but what if...
I would expect them to tell me, but I feel like if I confront them and then they try to hide it, then there's a problem.
Yes, I agree. That's true.
Their reaction to the confrontation?
If they just say like, listen, like, I thought it was uncomfortable, I just didn't want to talk about it. Like, if you told me that honestly, I'd be like, I understand. Like,
Okay, so
I
what if the idea, what if the response was, oh, like, fuck, like, Lucas, I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd be pissed. Like, the intention
I hate
was
that.
to hide
I
it.
hate that answer.
Right?
I hate that answer because like,
You should know that how I'm gonna react. That I wouldn't.
yeah, like you would know me
because-
well enough at that point that you know.
Well, even still, the reason I hate it is like, okay, if you think I'm gonna be pissed because you're gonna tell me, is the plan to go the rest of our lives without ever telling me? Like, if or
They're not
I guess
Eskimo.
more
You
specific.
can't say Eskimo. That's actually true.
oh,
Seriously,
fuck.
Eskimo I think is
Oh,
considered
fuck,
like a
that's true.
racial
That's
term.
on me. That's on me.
No, you're not
yeah,
supposed
because they're
to
Eskimo bros. That's
But
what-
like even the word
I didn't
Eskimo, I
even
thought
catch
was
that.
like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to say it.
are they? Is that not a thing? Is that not a tribe?
No, I think
No, it's a derogatory term.
yeah.
Eskimo's a derogatory
Yeah,
term.
I think so. I heard about it. I heard about it somewhere, and I don't remember the context. But yes, I think so.
Jamie,
Because it's like
Jamie.
assuming
Yeah.
that people that live in igloos are Eskimos, and it's like no
Well, I understand how there would be
correlation.
no, but I mean like stereotypes about Eskimo. But I thought Eskimo was a tribe.
Okay, so in Canada and Greenland, and to a certain extent in Alaska, the term Eskimo was predominantly seen as offensive and has been widely replaced by the term Inuit,
Yes.
a term specific to a particular group or community.
Because you're just referencing like
Okay,
people in general.
But the term is Eskimo, bro. That ain't.
Wait, I'll continue doing research.
Oh, yep.
You keep talking.
Oh,
about
you.
it.
Oh, you're going
I'll
to.
let
Sorry,
you know when
sorry.
I'm ready.
Okay.
No, but I was gonna say like if the response was, hey, I wasn't gonna tell you because I knew you'd get upset and break up with me.
Weak.
I'd be like, well, don't I have the right to react to to a situation that's going to make
No.
me break up?
no,
To,
no, God,
to,
no.
What the
to me,
fuck?
it's like now you've doubled up the problem because the problem isn't that
Yes.
you've done it. The problem is that
Now
now
you've hit
it.
you try to hide. Because to me, like if I were to put in that situation where let's say I met Christina's group of friends and I hooked up with one, but I think the first
That
time
pussy banging.
I wouldn't. I'd probably be like, listen, like I don't want to alarm you, but like you like
But
me
that
and
pussy.
have history. I'll just say we have history. If they say
By that definition, Lee, you're an Eskimo.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
Eating raw meat, baby.
So they're deemed as violent.
Yes, I am.
And cannibals, based on that statement. That's what it
Okay, but like, if they ate raw meat, is you
They
an
do at
Eskimo
the
or is-
whorehouse.
Is you an Eskimo or is you not an Eskimo?
So you
Like,
can't say Eskimo kiss.
so if I go to
oh, that's right, Eskimo kisses.
yeah, Eskimo kisses, Eskimo bros,
Is it
Eskimo
Inuit
kiss is like
kiss now?
another word for like a blowjob thing.
eating that raw meat, eating buttholes too. Like if I go to sushi, am I not an Eskimo?
So that's a big hypothetical though. Like
Yeah, like what are the other parameters on top of just that definition? Because then what's the difference by that definition of a carnivore and an Eskimo?
Oh.
They were saying this more like cannibalism is what they were saying.
Whoa.
Cannibalism and violence.
So definitely blowjobs.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the whorehouse is definitely full of Eskimos.
A little Eskimo. Hey.
I think it also bring back to your hypothetical a little bit, but
It's
like,
very interesting.
What if? I think this is a big factor. If it's like yeah, I hooked up with her. Like, she ate my butthole. No big deal. I mean,
I say, what?
Like, what if you found out that
like,
your girl was
dirty.
super
It was
kinky,
filth.
like, yeah, super kinky to your friend, and when you ask her, you're like, hey, would you ever do? She's like, not to you. Like, would you?
Oh,
But what
yo,
what if
that's
the
where
reason?
shit
No,
gets whacked.
but what if the
That's where
reason
shit gets
she
whacked.
wouldn't do to you is because of the experience she had with your friend that was like so
I
traumatizing?
love the link stories. Like
He
what if,
farted in my mouth.
what if your friend told you stories like, yo, like, he's like, I remember the story my friend told me like 2 years ago, like farting in a girl's mouth. She puked on the bed sheet and walked away. Like,
So this is the point that Emma made to me. She was like, well, like, you know, like, usually guys will like talk about like they'd be like, yo, like, I fucked this chick last night, man. We were like on the wall, on the ceiling. We did
It's
Spider-Man
weird because I
and
don't even
shit.
think
Like,
is that a thing? Do people actually?
we don't do that. That's what, to me,
I was
I
gonna
like,
say,
we don't.
I don't think I've ever like really
No.
explicitly.
but we've talked about how we hate the typical when guys do that. I'm usually like,
Ugh.
ugh. Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
I'm like, I don't think it's cool to talk about
No.
that
Can
stuff.
I change the hypothetical?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so Lucas and I go to a party. We just started dating, and the only other guy is you, who I've already hooked up with, and you're the only other guy that Lucas can talk to. Does
They
that
have to
put you
fuck
in a
to the
tough
death.
position?
Yeah.
It might be more awkward at being a
So
woman,
it's like 10 girls and we're the only 2 guys.
Yeah. and it's a guy of something.
Yeah. That's a
But
sick
it's
party,
not-
bro.
but
Hey,
there's
my
not-
boy. Hey.
But
they don't know
they don't know each other.
prior.
Do they? But then how does it come out that you've been with that person?
Because we're driving in the car, and I say to him, "Oh, I'm so."
You're
lucky."
waiting till you're in the car.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
say to him,
that's a
"I'm
dick.
so
Hope Lee's there.
glad-"
Best lay of my
So,
life.
so this is a real hypothetical.
Let her finish.
By the
So
way.
I would
Oh,
say,
okay.
I would say, "Oh, I'm so glad you decided to come to this party with me. By the way, the only person there is Lee, and I slept with him. But
That's-
like, it was not. It's like it's nothing. It's just
Yeah.
all right, bye."
That
do you,
one,
do you,
I think.
do you stop the car? Like, do you,
I
do
think
you
no.
turn
I
around?
think it's a dick move to bring it up that late. But I'm the kind of person where I would
Yes.
just be there and be like, "Yo, what's up?
What it is.
I wouldn't be weird about
How
it.
was it?" That's what you know.
I would feel awkward.
What if he says like sorry for your loss? Like as soon as he meets you, like, fuck, this guy knows sucks.
I've been in situations similar where, I mean, it wasn't like brought up like I knew.
There are people in the
Like,
past that could talk to
there-
how they felt. I mean, I don't think they want to talk to me
No,
about
but
it.
like, and when I would go to like, let's say if we went to a friend's,
Bar mitzvah.
at the time it was her friend's engagement party.
Oh.
I know fucking nobody other than Emma, and Emma was like, hey, Max is gonna be there. I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's funny because that doesn't bug me at all either.
Yeah, me either.
I would be totally fine. Like same thing. If
no,
you
fuck, I'm gonna talk to I'll talk to anybody.
if you invited me to a party that
That's what it
had
is.
like 3 of my exes, I'd be like, okay. Like I would still have a grand old time.
It was, you know what's actually so funny is at the wedding of said engagement party, we're standing there, we're talking to one of her friends, and then the ex comes up, and he was polite. He was kind. He said hi to Emma, gave her a hug, looked at me, said hello, shook my hand, and I was like, hey, how you doing? Standing with his buddy, and I was like, cool, we're adults, we're respectable, awesome, this is how I want things to be. What's funny is Emma was like, this is fucking awkward, and the friend literally awkwardly went and walked away.
So everyone
And then-
else made it awkward.
Everyone else awkward, but him and I are
We're chilling.
It is
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
But it's funny. Then we're driving home, and I'm driving that friend home. And he's like, "Yo, can like I address the elephant in the room?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I don't know how to say it." I was like, "You're talking about when he came and said hi?" He's like, "Yes." And he's like, "It was so fucking awkward." I was like, "It
Why
was
is that
awkward
awkward?
because you ran away."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
But like
you
him,
made
we
it awkward.
were cool.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I
Like,
hate when
that's how it should
I hate
be.
when it's not awkward and people make it awkward. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, what deceived you to make? It's like now it's weird. Like
Yeah.
it's so weird now.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you say you're saying wrong in like a conversation, or like something that is like I guess dirty. Like if you say something like, let's say you're having a regular conversation, be like, yeah, like I forgot
so
to
hard.
pull out, and,
Oh,
and someone's like, oh, gross. I was like,
I
you
never
know that's
forget
not
to put
what I meant.
Fuck
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
I appreciate when people bring that up.
Pulling out.
Yeah, that's specific.
It's a good reminder.
Yeah.
Whew. I almost forgot.
Almost forgot to turn off the oven after.
I'm gonna fuck up today.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget to pull out a pizza.
Fuck in today, not fuck up. Fuck in.
Yo, I gotta tell you this funny story that happened at Mr. Lube.
Hello.
That's actually his doctor's office.
That's what I call him. And my doctor's still my uncle, by the way. I still call him Mr. Lube at Christmas time. Like to Lucas from Mr. Lube. And then I'll look over and he'll be like, I open up a glove. He's like, Here's the other one.
Like a used one.
Yes. He's like, it's from our first
It's framed.
So, I go to Mr. Luke to get an oil change, and I usually don't.
It's so everything's dirty in my mind now.
And I usually don't get to go to Mr. Luke to get my liquid cycled out of me. But this time I decided to
Check
do
your dipstick. Hey.
it. Levels are topped up. Optimal. So I got in, and I was greeted by the girl who worked there, and she's like, yeah, just so you know, like, I'm gonna be cleaning your windshield and stuff, so I'm gonna be clearing off all the ice, because it was like right after this ice storm where I had like just like little pieces of ice like here and
This
there.
guy piles all the ice on his lap. You guys, please.
So it starts off with her. So the other guys gave me the whole service. Like she leaves.
The guy's giving him the service while she's doing the like.
So yeah.
So, wait, which Mr. Lube? I gotta go.
She leaves me to the guy, and he's giving me the full service.
It's her uncle. It's her
It's
uncle.
so clean.
I'm talking about. He's pulling up everything that I want in my life. He's pulling up everything that I need in my vehicle.
yeah.
Everything that I should be getting done. And he's being really assertive. So he's really just controlling. He's controlling the situation inside, in, and all around me.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm trying to make it nasty now, but
it's good.
so the entire time this girl is like on my windshield, just picking off ice cubes, literally like one at a time. You went really.
I really went in there.
Does your belt not work? Like,
I
you
know,
fit
right?
your entire arm through your
Got
belt.
small forearms.
I probably have a small waist too, bitch. Okay, so
Small dick. Bitch.
okay, don't go to this guy. He only takes big clients. So she's literally taking off like pellets of ice cubes at a time, and I'm like, I almost feel. Oh, sorry. Let me rewind a little bit.
Oh.
So the first thing I do, and she's like, "Can you open the hood?" So I open the hatch, and she's like trying to figure out how to open it. So she's like,
She doesn't know that there's a fucking.
and since there's like a little,
She's like,
there's a little bit of an isolator. She's like, she's like trying not to like. She like kind of looks at me like to see if I'm like staring right at her. I'm like, why is she like knocking on my car?
He's like hitting it.
So then she's like, and I'm like, oh, so you have to open it from much lower, because like it's not where my grill typically is. It's like down below where near my front bumper that detaches like the like. Almost,
What?
like, the first part. It's like a little. It goes to like my hood and it goes down my
comes down.
grill.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so crazy. I would
All
have.
luxury cars are like that.
It's
I mean,
for
not that
it's,
he has a luxury car,
it's not luxury.
but
It's for wind resistance rather than having like the lift of the hood at the top. You put it lower so that way it has less resistance. Anyway, so she's like, oh, so she was like, knocking off ice. I'm just
Like
like
a
off
watermelon
aesthetic
at the
pieces
grocery
of the hood.
store.
I'm like, you're just breaking my hood. So she's cleaning off the ice on my hood after the hood is like clearly open, and she after like 10 minutes like finishes. Like it's almost like to the point I'm like it's so awkward that I just hear like you hear like a little.
Like a rat.
Rattling. So she cleans off all the ice cubes, and no joke, she like takes the last one, and I look at my hood, and all the ice from my hood goes, and like it slides right into my windshield and just splattered, and all this ice, like more ice than I had before. And at first I thought my windshield cracked because like I just saw like this streak of like water, but it looked like a crisp like little crack. And I was like kind of like panicked, and the girl like was like. And she like looked at the hood, and she like looked at me, and she's like, and she looked back, and you know what she does? And she's picking up ice cream again. I'm like, what is happening? And so the entire oil change, she was clearing my windshield of ice. I was like
That's
trying so hard not to look at her because I'm like, it's just too weird now. It's too weird. I don't want to stare.
Why didn't she just brush it off? I don't.
Just turn your windshield wiper. Like, done.
So that's the best part is that when she was done picking up the ice, she grabbed a squeegee and went across. I'm like,
Oh
only if
my
you had
God.
some tools to help you pick the ice better, huh? And also another funny part of that story was the guy who was doing the full service on me. When he went to go open my glove compartment, he's like, okay, here we. Oh, here's. oh. And I'm like, no, please
God,
please don't
no.
break. And he's like, oh, these things are new. You can tell because of the crack. I'm like, I don't think so.
You can tell because I broke it.
In the end, he fixed it, but it took him like he had to get another guy to be like, hey,
Wait,
can
what
you
did
hold
they
the
do?
flashlight?
They like knocked it out?
So typically, to remove your glove compartment to get to the filter, you just squeeze the two ends. Mitsubishi, I'm not surprised he struggled. It clips on hinges, and there's a little like part that you like kind of detach, like a little ball pivot that clips on, almost like connects.
Yo, if I had
to
to
like detach.
if I had to do this based off solely your hand, motions, I don't think I could
I'm
figure
fucked.
out.
No, I'm
I
breaking
actually
shit.
don't even know what your car looks like.
I'm breaking shit.
My car.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I just
So that's a Mitsubishi Outlander Experience
This
2020.
is why I don't like driving with this.
I'm actually part of the commercial. It's a commercial vehicle now.
There you go. Boom.
Are
a
all
write-off.
commercials? All
All commercial vehicles?
Are all vehicles commercial vehicles if they are in a commercial? Like all Mazdas, we all know the Zooms all make it. I've seen every Mazda on a commercial.
every Mazda.
Every Mazda.
Have you seen it? I don't think was there an RX-7?
Yeah,
Commercial back in the day?
100%. Zoom.
Like you want me to zoom
No,
call?
I've seen them. I've seen them on it.
I don't know.
Like so, I've seen blacked out Ford pickup trucks on the commercials, but not white out. So yours is not a commercial vehicle.
Fuck.
Is that
Fuck.
right? Is that
Yeah,
what
that's
makes
true.
the difference?
That's true, yeah.
Shit. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I figured you have a shitty car.
Step up from my fucking Civic and I still have a shit.
No, well, I wouldn't go that far.
God
Hold on.
damn it.
Is it
You
because you have to
downgraded-
take one step
I
up?
forget, it's high.
Oh,
It's
that's
high.
bad. Then he's technically
You
right.
downgrade
Yeah.
since the Soul. The
Yeah,
Soul was
that
picture
was-
perfect.
I'll never,
it was the perfect
never
hybrid
be that good
SUV
again.
sedan, everything all
Perfect,
in
man.
one. You can fit a single sheet of drywall with a few
No
complaints.
way.
A
No
little
fucking
complaints.
way.
I
Finish
would
your
think-
drywall.
I said you'd get a few complaints.
I think a soul represents who you are as a person.
That's so fucked.
Or the Nissan Cube.
That's probably the most
at least
insulting
oh,
thing.
Cube's cooler. Nissan
You
Cube.
wanted the Cube.
For troll. Yeah,
And
I
you
wanted
wanted
the
the
Juke.
Juke,
I
yeah.
wanted the Juke because it was a
Guys,
three-door
you know
SUV. It was like
So
so
gross.
stupid.
Look like a fucking hippo.
Yo, hippos are pretty cool.
Yeah,
Hippos
not
are
as
sick.
cars.
Wait, are you talking about the car? That's fucked. That's crazy. You didn't even say
Yo,
that.
just last episode you said you'd never make jokes like that again. What's wrong with you?
I didn't
You
make
took it back. This guy took it back. This guy took it back 1 week later. What the fuck?
No, you insinuated that. I didn't make
shit.
jokes.
I'm talking about the car. You made the joke, bro. This guy wants him to fucking ride on the front of the bus.
You want me to be Mr. Plow? I almost clipped that too. I was like video editing. You weren't here for last podcast, but we're talking about other jokes you wouldn't joke about, and Maddie's like, "Yo, we've done some ruthless fat jokes to you," and he was talking about how him and Don went on a tandem where they said that.
What? No, they probably
No.
did go on a tandem. He probably did go on a tandem.
I found out what tandem also meant, so I'll come back to that.
So, they imagined me being the plow for a snow plow.
Just by standing in the front of the bus.
So
Like a
the
public
bus
transit.
is like grinding on the floor.
Why are you laughing, babe?
Like not even the snow, just the road.
She knows him. I dated the guy for
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
I didn't make the joke. You insinuated me.
No, I was talking about the fucking car.
That's fucked up, Emma.
What's not funny over there, Mr.
I
Loud?
threw Emma under the bus.
yeah, that's fucked up. She can't get under it because the front's on the fucking floor, bro.
You're blocking up all of the bus.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
What does tandem mean?
It means it says like when one thing is in front of another.
Isn't that?
That's tandem?
Well, technically, tandem is
I thought just
Is-
anything joined.
a bicycle with seats and pedals for two riders, one behind another. But the adjective is
That is a tandem, though.
Tandem.
having two things arranged one in front of another.
So nothing side by side is tandem. That's interesting.
Which is why it makes sense when you're parachuting, you're in tandem. You're a tandem jump because one
And
is in front of the other.
usually when you're fucking.
Yeah, you're fucking in tandem. That's true.
And Channing's last name.
No, unless you're doing it.
Tandem.
Wait, no. There are some positions that aren't fucking in tandem.
That's
Like-
what I
like
said most of the time.
Like which one?
Like when you have butt to butt.
What's that?
With the double-sided dildo.
Yeah.
No, oh.
Yeah.
I just meant trying to
You're
exchange parts.
literally clapping cheeks.
Literally clapping cheeks.
No scissoring cheeks.
Yo, that would be cool.
Oh,
That'd be
Fuck.
cool. It'd be like the Titanic plates. Whenever I think of like the.
we had
Is that how it works
we had a
before?
name for two guys scissoring. I swear Glenn and I came up with a name for two guys scissoring at your party when we were fucking wasted.
I'm gonna text him and see if he knows.
Ask him if he remembers because I don't remember what it is at all. Oh man, it was like,
You want just the Jews?
damn it, that was a good one and I forget what it is.
I'm gonna see. Hopefully we can get it before the episode.
Knife
that'd be
talk.
great. What time is it? How much time do
We
we have?
have 10 minutes.
Oh my land!
Isn't it called jousting?
I tried
No.
telling you, but you weren't paying attention. I was.
I thought you were having a seizure. Or
What you
something.
call two guys?
Scissoring.
Jousting.
I swear we came up with something. I was fucking crying out of sadness. But
Because you weren't doing it?
yeah,
Is it good?
yeah. That's why we pulled up. That's probably why we pulled our pants down.
Yo, Five Alive is bomb.
Five Alive is bomb. It's not real orange.
But
juice,
but
it's bomb.
but you know what's better?
Five Alive over
Fruit
Sunny D.
Fruitopia.
What about Sunny D?
No,
Sunny D's
Five
good.
Alive is better than.
I
Sunny
haven't
D.
had Sunny D in a long time.
You know
so
what
I don't
the
know.
Probably your opinion will change.
Yes, yeah, because as a kid I thought it was the bomb, and then I had it again. I was like,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's just spicy orange juice.
Here's what Davey and I decided about Sunny D, and it's a little off color, but I think it's accurate. Sunny
Off
D,
color or off collar?
both, because I'm not gonna wear it on my collar either.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Wait, off
That's
color?
That's a good call.
That's a good color.
Color
Sunny
ID.
D is the milk of orange juice.
It's kind of thick.
That actually
Yeah,
I think it's kind of
right.
thick.
That
Like,
kind of
it's-
just makes
that's
no
kinda-
sense.
No, but
That makes no
kind
sense.
but it kind of makes all.
I-
It's only 3%
Stop it.
juice.
No, no.
I feel like it feels.
What's the rest?
It's
Milk.
50% pain and 100%.
Whoa, 100% reason number.
No, no. I
Don't
always
worry.
think it's the spicy orange juice because it has that little
That's stupid.
like
That's Fanta.
plasticky at the end.
Fanta's
Yo,
spicy.
yeah.
Yo,
Fanta. Yo, ever have Minute Maid's lemonade? That
Yes,
is liquid.
that's good.
That is liquid titanium.
Stop it, it's delicious.
Yo,
Yeah,
what
it's
about-
good, but it has that metal
very-
aftertaste.
yo, what about
like
pulp?
blood? Like
Pulp
blood.
in your orange juice.
iron.
Disgusting.
That's where it's at, bro. Pulp in
Yeah.
your orange juice.
That's where it's at.
I
Oh
agree.
yeah, I get
agree.
lots of pulp.
You're
Fuck
a
off.
Yeah,
menace.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, Dennis, baby.
I actually I like pulp. I actually
Yeah, pulp's
I'm indifferent.
fucking-
I don't care
Yeah.
if there's pulp or pulp, but if I have pulp,
What's
I'm
wrong
like,
with you?
Yeah,
Why are you trying
pulp.
to eat your
Pulp
drink?
is good.
Why are you trying to
yeah,
eat
I
your
don't
drink?
mind. I
Yo,
don't
give
care.
me a little bit something to chew on while I'm
Yeah,
drinking.
why are you trying to eat your drink?
You ever have a Caesar?
Water, high fructose corn syrup, and 2%
Milk.
concentrated juices.
2% milk. I told you.
And then-
Wait, 2% milk or like it's 2%
It's
milk?
2% milk.
Wait,
It's like 90% 2% milk.
Do you want to hear a fun fact about Sunny D?
Nah.
Why did they stop selling Sunny D?
they stopped
What?
selling Sunny D.
So no, we saw it today. But in 1999, a 4-year-old girl in Wales turned a yellow-orangey color after overdosing on the beta-carotene in the drink. To be fair, she was drinking 1.5 liters of the stuff per day.
So
Disgusting.
wait, she was
That's actually not.
what was she doing in a whale?
Carl got it. Sunny D is to orange juice as whole cream is to milk. Perfect. Beautiful.
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's a better
What
example
does
than
that
your
make
shit.
sense?
Because whole milk or whole cream is like thick.
thick.
Sunny D's not thick.
Thick.
No, it's pretty
Sunny D is
thick.
very
It's,
thin.
Sunny D
No.
is
It's very
thick.
thin.
No, when
No.
you drink it, no.
yeah, it feels.
It's-
You know why? Because it's so sugary.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so sugary. It's like slow. It's almost like
Slurm.
Never
It's
had
Slurm.
that experience.
The fuck is that?
Slurms from Futurama, like that, like they're like Sprite thing that came from like the slugs.
Oh yes.
You're going too
That's
far
right.
into this, but yeah, it's just thick. It's like how Mountain Dew is to pop. It has like that density to it.
What were you saying before that I didn't like? Pulp, you fucking freak.
I don't like.
no pulp's alright.
Pulp is not.
You think
alright.
it's fiction?
No, pulp's actually good.
I do. No, pulp is stupid.
Pulp's good.
No.
No.
Pulp.
You don't like Emperor Palpatine?
No.
Yeah, pulp's pretty
It's
fire.
Senator Palpatine.
He's Chancellor. Isn't he Chancellor Palpatine?
Yes, it is. Yes.
No, isn't that the guy from Friends?
Chancellor Palpatine. Channing Tandem.
Unlimited
Oh man, Channing Tandem is so fucking funny.
Channing Tandem and Chandler Paul.
You should tag him in that one, Channing Tandem, and ask him if he
Can
wants to
you
go
draw
tandem.
these guys? Can you draw these guys as murals for my
Yeah.
home?
Sure.
Yo,
Can I just paint them straight on your wall?
No.
Yes.
Go on, man.
naked.
Go on, man.
Yo, so actually for our ceiling, we wanted a whole Michelangelo thing. We just
Done.
wanted a
Just
bunch of
dicks.
pictures of your penis.
No. Michelangelo, but the Ninja Turtle.
Yo.
No, he wants the.
Can you make me a TMNT room?
Yo, make it so that his lights are like
The
the.
eyes.
And so can you actually have him as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as the AC/DC? So it can be TMNT. Dynamite.
Solid.
Where'd you hear that joke?
I just can't.
It's not.
Pretty solid, right?
There's no
I
way.
stole it from
Are you kind of thunderstruck about it?
Oh, that was good. That was pretty good. Where do you hear that one? Channing Tandem.
I heard he's back in blacks.
Oh gosh. Well, boys, it's that time.
Okay, we have 4 minutes. I haven't heard back yet.
Oh.
From-
Call him. Call him.
Wait,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. Get Come on,
Glenn,
speaker.
Glenn, we're talking about what's the male version of scissoring? What's it called?
He's on the pod.
Here, actually, I'll put him on speaker. This is how you know we're like a legit pod. If
Yeah,
he
man.
answers and.
Oh, definitely.
Yo, you
Well, he should
Oh, you know
because
what?
he's
Is it
watching.
Friday? They might be playing hockey.
yo, why don't you play the Who's?
Yo, what's up, guy?
What's going on, dude?
Yo, you're on the podcast right now. I just got a quick question for you, seeing if you remember.
Yeah, bud.
Lee was saying at my birthday party, you guys were
Not the
pretty
birthday
lit.
party, your house party.
Oh, my house party. Sorry. Oh, just recently. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys had a word for two males scissoring, the equivalent of scissoring. Do you remember what that word was? We're trying to figure it out. That's probably the sound that was made.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You're literally his Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lifeline right now.
And we're failing. And we're
Yeah.
fucking
You're
failing.
gonna lose the $1 million.
Do you think it was jousting?
No, it wasn't jousting.
Yeah.
But you remember this, right? You remember this conversation?
I do. And I have Subby here beside. She's nodding her head. She remembers it. However, she does not remember the word either.
Was it butt scissoring?
No.
No, that's weak.
Yeah. No, we're better than that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a tectonic plate.
if-
Tectonic.
If you do remember, text us back. But we wanted to see if you knew.
Yep, for sure.
All right. Thanks. Have a good night, everyone. See you
Yeah,
guys.
keep watching the show like you were before.
Lee,
I'll get back on my phone.
generally, it's called frauding or fraudage.
What?
Two men scissoring.
It's called what?
Frauding or fraudage.
What does this mean?
This is as per Reddit.
Oh,
I don't know.
dude, frauding. He was the guy, the Hobbit. Frauding Baggins.
Yeah, frauding. Is it Baggins? We're knocking some bags.
I don't know.
Ball bags. I'm gonna call them ball bags now instead of ball sack. Ball bags.
Yeah.
What are you guys grateful for?
Ball bags.
Big old ball bags.
What if the bag is bigger than the testes? That's gotta
Aren't they
suck, eh?
always?
Yeah.
No, but I
happens
mean
a
like
lot,
no, but I mean like fucking
Wait. So what's the rest
Like
of
a-
the space?
saggy sack.
Skin.
Like extra skin.
Yeah.
Like just like a lot like your nut sack sags like 2 inches lower than your balls.
Ew.
So wait, how do the balls stay in the middle? Why wouldn't they float down to the bottom?
Because whatever like veins and shit connect them.
Sorry, out of curiosity.
You think
They're
they're
not hanging loose in your sack, bro.
How do you know that? Have you looked at my balls?
Yes.
I'm gonna see.
I have.
I'm gonna see
Speak
your
for
balls.
yourself.
Out of curiosity, do your guys' balls not look like that?
Is this a hypothetical?
The only reason why I know that they are not free hanging in the sack is because when you ejaculate, they'll like tuck right back in.
That's the only way you know that?
There's
Not like
more
fucking
options.
health class, not just fucking logic.
Sorry, did you say because of the Holocaust?
Did you not learn that? then?
What'd you say though?
No, health class.
Health class. I legit heard
Those guys are
Holocaust.
just being a troll.
No, I was legit. I was like, okay, Lee. I've probably heard from other things.
I think.
Maybe not.
I can't name any right now, but.
That's specifically one of them. Yes.
Oh man.
Oh
That's funny.
gosh, yeah. Your ball bags? That's what you're grateful for?
No.
Oh.
Way more than that.
Way more
I'm
ball
definitely
bags.
thankful for Chandler Palpatine.
Chandler Palpatine, yeah.
With Palpatine.
And Palpatine. He could be both.
Extra.
If he's drinking orange juice, then he's Palpatine. But otherwise, he's just Palpatine.
I'm grateful for Channing Tandem
Bastard.
Yeah, he's
and
still here.
Dwayne the Boulder.
Could you just stop while your head?
Oh, you got greedy there.
Yeah.
You got greedy.
I think they really.
I'm grateful for really understanding the word tandem now. I'm going to use it a lot more. And Emma's probably going to hate it.
So technically, when you're in a line at a bank, you're in tandem.
Yeah? You're in tandem?
You're not grateful for your little Eskimo?
No, I tried to prompt you, you denied it, so I'm not grateful for it. But now whenever I'm going to initiate sex, I'm like, yo, you trying to get tandem?
My little Eskimo.
Try to get tandem on the last one? Like, caress her cheek.
Yeah, no.
So is Eskimo kissing
See, and I was
still?
supposed to be grateful for that? And she said no, I was supposed to be grateful.
Dry me up real quick.
I don't need it any other way.
Bada bing.
Bada boom. See ya, guys.
Mr. Worldwide, as he